Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome back to My Garage. This is season 2, episode number 1. So we played this game early access when it first was released. We all thoroughly enjoyed it. There were bugs, there were little bits of quirks here and there, but it's come a long way by the looks of things. Even just looking around right now, first time I've loaded in ages, and there's been so much that has changed. So we're going to give this another go for a little bit. We'll do a few episodes. We'll see what you guys think. So obviously the noticeable changes are, you know, the building here. Not really changed as such, but we got this nice wall. The vegetation's looking nicer. We got AI traffic now as well. Yeah, we need to really explore to see the big changes, I think. So we do have this new storage yard here, which is quite nice. So we can use this building for unused vehicles and car parts. They will be saved and unloaded on gate close and loaded on gate open. So obviously we can get in and out of here. That's pretty cool. Nice new addition. We still have the same shop over there. This is where the used cars are. Like I said, the vegetation is looking so much nicer. We'll definitely have to explore the map and see what we got. I believe there's some new trailers. I believe that's a car trailer. Probably to pull things up from the junkyard. What's down behind here? Just some empty crates. Nice. Looks like there's a lot of new kind of wheel variants. There's some different alloys now available compared to before. We seem to got these boxes and stuff. I assume that this toolbox we can just put tools in. We'll have to buy it and find out at some stage. Flashlights, window tinting. We got a winch here, which is pretty cool if that goes on the trailer. We got a new style kind of jack, which is quite expensive, but it looks more like the ones we would use. Anything new here? We got decals now. That's pretty cool. Everything else is kind of roughly the same. I don't know if the stereo was in before or not, but hey ho. That's pretty cool. What we got over here? Oh, we can make our own registration custom plates here. Buy a random plate for 38 or custom for 2,500. Parts catalogs up here as well. So there has been some new cars added to the game as well, which we're going to find out. Now there's two ways of kind of doing this. We could take jobs, or we can buy a used car and try and get it running, fixed, or just even repair it a little bit to sell for profit. That's the main idea of the game, of My Garage. We actually start with 10,000 now. We didn't start with 10,000 before. I think it was 5,000. We now actually have a map as well. So we can see here's the junkyard. Sorry, the junkyard's down here. This is our kind of area, our store area. So it's cool that we actually see the map now as well. Let's open up our garage. Inside hasn't changed too much. We can now extension for 50,000, so we can get a second lift in, which is pretty cool if you're doing your own projects and doing other projects if you are running out of money. We got all our parts all thrown over the place as usual. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take one of these carts. We seem to have two of these carts now, which is nice. There we go. I'm just going to wheel this into the middle. We're going to crouch down and let's just tidy up a little bit to start with. So it's been a long time since I played. I actually haven't played it since the last series. I'm waiting for updates. Since I've seen that there's quite a few updates, I thought, you know, maybe now's the time that we come back and have a good look. I'm just going to throw that petrol pump down there. The petrol pump, the tyre pump. Coolant and stuff. Let's try and put on a shelf nicely. There we go. Not always easy. It's always a bit fiddly with these kind of things. There we go. So we have oil, coolant to start with. This is for our disc cutter. We'll be using that a lot, I'm sure. It's a spring suspension we're going to just throw down there, and of course our trusty wrench, which sticks up nicely there. If we go up above here, then what have we got? We got the body filler. We got some more discs. They're cutting discs. Then ones, we throw them down there. We got some electrodes. We probably should pick up that welder that's just on the floor. Turn it around. There we go. We'll throw the welder here for now. Those electrodes can go with it, just so we know where they are. Jack can go down below. Battery charger. Now this didn't work the last time. I wonder if it works now or not. I don't know. And we got our trusty hammer. Looks a lot more realistic as well. Looks a lot better. So we've got two ways we can do this. We can go in here. We can take jobs. So can I fix rust and repaint? Car is loud, so that's probably an exhaust problem. Alternator is dead. Probably an easy fix. And you know what? Maybe we'll start with that. There you go. It's going to give us $293 this job. There's our beautiful car that we're going to work on. And I can do this job out here, to be honest with you. It's not It's not a particularly hard job. There's the alternator. We might be able to get in without using the jack, just to pull it off. Like I can take the belt off there. We'll leave it on the floor so I know where it is. We're going to need probably our screwdriver or our spanner. If we just lean in, let's have a little look. Obviously, in modern day cars now, this job is getting a little bit more difficult. All tucked behind everything. Yeah, okay, so we probably just need the spanner, I'd imagine. It's a lovely pink car. And that's the next thing we will have to decide. Like, we can do these jobs, or we can go try and buy our own car. Having 10 grand, I wonder have the car prices gone up. What we'll do, we'll fix this one and we'll go have a look. Because it will depend on how we will play this story out for Season 2. I mean, doing the jobs don't really make as much money than buying a car, fixing a little bit and then reselling it. Well, that's how it was before. So I wonder if it's the same. You'll be really close to this trolley to get it to move. Okay. We'll bring our trolley out here. I don't think I'm going to need the jack. I really don't think I'm going to need a jack. But we'll see. There we go. There's probably 1 or 2 more bolts here. If we just sneak in. Maybe we'll have to do it from the front. Sometimes there is a 3rd bolt, but it doesn't look like it is on this game. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played. A lot of things may have changed, so we'll just kind of play it as it goes. So I'm just going to put my spanner on the floor. Can I take you out yet? No, so you're still connected in with something. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and go underneath. And there you go. That's the 3rd one. I knew there was probably going to be another one. I just... Oh. Hold on there, it's just falling out. Okay, so that's all good. It is a rusty alternator, so it is done. I don't think we can repair these parts in game yet. It'd be cool if we could repair stuff. Might make things a bit cheaper. So we're going to go to our catalogue. And of course, I'm going to need an alternator. There we go. And I think they arrive here now. Look, they arrive on the floor here, which is quite nice, I suppose. Different. It used to be on the back workbench. So we're going to throw in our new alternator. No, I've just knocked my... Oh, everything stayed on. Okay, so they've changed that now. Everything sticks to it. That is actually a lot better. Because I kept doing that in the first playthrough. Okay, so we're going to put you in. We're going to take our wrench. I'm going to apparently throw it at you. Okay, we now have to press F between loosening and tightening, which is different than before, and I'm okay with that. We'll get the belt. I think the belt's fine. There we go. And that should be engine number 1 done. I want to try and get a nice screenshot. Or not just Discord, but you know. If any of you haven't joined us on Discord, please do. Link in the description down below. Okay. As far as I'm concerned, as long as this car starts, we have done our job, our very first job. Just to kind of get back into the swing of things. Okay, where's the key in ignition? Interestingly enough, I can only turn one way in the car. Okay, I gotta get used to all these buttons again. But yeah. The battery is charging, you can see here. It's not dying anyways. I actually think it's coming up, so it is charging the battery. So I think this customer will be happy enough. I'm happy enough. Close that door. I'm going to bring our little trolley back in. Because the next car might spawn and... I'll drop my spanner. We'll put this one just inside the door. What I like to do is get both trolleys full of tools so we can go in and out. One can sit outside here. Because the other problem you get is when you buy a car, if it doesn't start over there, you have to get it started and bring it back. And that can be proper hard as well. There we go. Just go on. Just stay there. Okay, so if we go to our phone now, job is complete. Made probably about $100 from that. Okay, so with that job complete, they're gone. What I want to do is go to the used cars first, and let's see what the prices of cars are now. I know there are some new ones. Because we do have 10 grand. If I can get a little car just to get us going, that'd be awesome. And it'd be interesting to see how they're doing this. Last time, I think it was only 3 at a time, and they spawn randomly. Okay, it seems to be the same thing. So we can get some information on this. It's going to cost us $20,000 to buy this. Obviously, I can't afford this car. It's actually in good condition. I think it just needs a tire. Pumping up. That's not bad. What we want is something that's a little bit more of a wreck. What are you? 8992. It's quite rusty. Overall condition's not bad, but it might start. And the rust that we can deal with, it's not a bad, nice little car there. Now, what are you going to cost me? You're quite rusty. You're quite small. I'm hoping you're going to be dirt cheap. 4 grand. It's actually in good condition, apart from the rear. Now, if we... Yeah, wow, okay. It's a little bit more mangled than I expected. 4 grand. That gives us 5 grand to try and fix this back end a little bit. We can probably hammer it pretty well. I think it's going to start. I don't know, can I test it? Let's have a look. No. I'm not allowed to test that. And, you know, that's okay. So, I think we're going to go with this. And we'll get the key. I can take out this rust. Yeah, I think this is going to be our first project car. And we're going to keep this one, maybe. Depending on what we can sell it for. Can I open the hood? Let's have a look. What, anything missing? Doesn't look like anything's missing inside. Engine's in good condition. There is one little bit there or here that could be done with a change, but everything else is looking good. So that's what we're going to go for. Okay, now that we've bought the car, let's go outside. It should be out here somewhere. Round the other side, maybe. Here it is. Here is our beauty. Right. What the frick happened? I love that it's got one purple wheel as well. Okay, so we're in. Confusingly enough, I can only turn one way. Okay, I just had to change the controls a little bit there. I'm hoping that's fixed that issue. Are you gonna let me into my own car? Really? Why don't you want to let me in? There we go, we're in. Let's shut that door. Now we're talking. It turns on, there's a little bit of fuel. So literally it is the back end that's absolutely screwed in this car. So it might not be too much for us to repair this, you know. I'd love to know how this storage works. Will it work if I just pull in? No, now I just damaged the front of my car. My brakes don't work very well. Okay, what I want to do is get it into the shop. It doesn't really need to go on the ramp at the moment. All I want it to do really is just be in here. That should do it. Handbrake on. Let's jump out. So I think the first thing we need to do is, can we open this boot? We can. Oh, Jesus. I can't believe how mangled this is. I don't know if we can fix much. It could be a case of we take this off, buy new stuff, try and hammer what we can. Okay, let's see. Can we take this off first? I'm assuming the other screw is badly mangled here somewhere. Can I see? Can I just take it off? No. I have to find the other screw. It is here somewhere. Is that it? Ah, there's 2 screws. God, that's how bad that is. And it just fell off. Okay, so we know that we need to get a new one of these for sure. I just don't know how much of this bodywork I'm going to have to cut, or can I save? It's a tough one, isn't it? Shall we get the hammer and see if anything is salvageable? Now this is probably going to take a couple of episodes. Let's just have a look. It doesn't really seem like it's going to be. I think the roof might have to be cut off. Which is a bit of a blow. In all fairness. A bit more work than I was expecting. It's going to need a whole new rear end. I can't even get it to shape with the hammer. So yeah, we got some problems. Now this would actually go up in price if I put the boot back on, because we have hammered a few things. Okay, the floor panel looks like it's doing something. Okay, so that rear panel is going to be saved. The rest of it is in the crap here, big time. There is nothing else salvageable. And that's okay. It is what it is, right? So, let's see where we can start with. I suppose we need to take these off, don't we? I don't know if it's going to be a screwdriver or what. Let's have a little look. Might be a case I just rip the whole thing off. Okay, you look like screwdrivers. And you... Okay. Can I just pull you out? No, that's not going to happen. So let's go get our screwdriver. Now that might be salvageable. I think it is. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So all bits that we know that are going to be good, I'm going to leave on this side. I'm hoping that this is going to be okay if I can get it out. It'll be easier said than done because I can't see where the bolts are. Now I'm just pushing the car. I'm feeling that the other bit is actually tied in. Have I forgotten to put the handbrake on? No. Right. Where's this? How are you connected? Let's say you're connected under here somewhere, right? Can't even see the bolts. Right. I don't know, do I need to cut this off? Thinking that might be our only way to have a good look under here. Okay, the bumper's come off. The bumper still might be... No, it's junk. It's absolutely frigged. Okay, so I need to put you here as well. Okay, let's go get our cutting disc. Unfortunately, these are going to wear out pretty quick. But not much I can do about that. Okay, let's have a little look here then. Okay, so run out of disc, but I think that rear is done. I need to keep these parts here to make sure I get the right ones. Yeah, oh, we might be able to get that light out now, actually. I'll go get my screwdriver. We can salvage everything that we can. For some reason I can't get to what I want to get to. Okay, maybe it's not salvageable. Interesting. Alright, anyways, we're going to leave that there. Pick up our tools so we don't lose them. Keep them nearby. So that is the rear done. Taken off. I still don't think this bit here is going to... I think this bit's going to have to come with the roof. I think. This bit in here is definitely going to have to come off. Okay, let's get another disc. How many do we get in this packet? We get quite a few. Okay, so for this floor panel, I don't think it's you. Definitely one there anyways. I think I've unscrewed that, so if we stand up, can I take that panel away? No. What else do you want from me? That bit there can probably come off. That's going to take off the roof, isn't it? So I mean, we could turn the car into a convertible. Another disc gone. I don't think there's any other choice. There you go, roof's popped off. It's a shame I can't bang them things out. Maybe we can fill them. I mean, replacing this bit's going to be expensive. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing we can do with this. It's gone. Just trying to make sure if there was anything else I could possibly hammer. Anything here in the front? Okay. Destruction of car number 1 is on its way here. I suppose that will... I don't think I need to replace that much of this. Let me get underneath here. What am I missing for this part? Is it all connected? I didn't think it was, but maybe. Alright, still can't pull you out. Missing something here. I'll be very surprised if it was them two. Right, we'll just take them bits there off for a second. I still can't take you off. It's the only problem when it's all mangled. It is very hard to tell what is what. Let's have a look here then. Okay, so that's the door off, or not the door, but the rear end. Nope. Missed something. That was probably what I was missing. Okay, that's that rear end. Again, I don't think that's gonna be going back on. Why can't I pull this floor out? Oh, we can now. So this floor is completely gone. Right. Okay, so we kind of got a starting point here now, I think. I mean, can this bit get taken out too? Looks like it might be able to. Let's go get our... Because I think this panel is gone. Is that going to just be the wheel arch? That is a whole pack of discs we've gone through. I'm going to have to go buy more. Okay, I don't think we need to take out the floor. I thought this job was going to be a bit easier than it currently is. I don't know if that's... I mean... These bits replaceable? Do I need to... Oh, I might need to pull out this bit. Let's go have a look at the catalogue very quickly. If we go to body... It is possible that maybe these need to come off. Just not entirely sure how yet. Aha! Okay, the inner panel is now off. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with that. We probably should do the same now for this one. Okay, how do I get you off? What am I missing on your end? Could just pull up. What have I missed on you? Oh, these need to come off too. Maybe if I get under the car, maybe? Or if I lean under the car. I accidentally just pulled out the spring. I don't know if this is damaged. This might be alright. It might just need to go back on. It's not going to go back on unless I put that spring back in. Okay, that's fine. This side I think is okay. Most of the damage was hit on that side. I think we could get it back on. I think for the rear now, I think we've done everything that is required. Apart from put the spring back in, obviously. Unfortunately, the front now, there's nothing I can do. Okay. I'm going to leave it there for today's very first episode back here on Season 2. Gonna get some nice screenshots of our beautiful work. What's that that's fallen off? Oh, that's the license plate. Well, I don't think that's any good anymore. It looks as bad as the rest of the car. So what we'll need to do is actually get a trailer to take all this to the junkyard to get our money back. But what I'm doing, I'm just keeping them to make sure I get the right panels back that I've taken off. That's kind of how I do it to start with. So we're going to keep everything in a nice pile. Hopefully once we've done the car, we'll have enough money to be able to buy it, sell the bits, maybe get a second car. Like I said, I want to keep this one for myself unless it makes big money, which I can't see happening. Once we've done the rear, we will then have a look at some of this stuff, like the wiper motor's gone here. This could be replaced. Then we've got a lot of body work here on the front that just needs a bit of sanding down and repainting. Which is more than easy enough to do. So I think we've done the hard part, in all honesty. I think the hard part is now done. Things will get easier. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you want me to continue with this again? Do you want me to bring this back for a little while? Please let me know. It's always good to know what you guys like and what you want me to do. It's always much appreciated. Let's see if we can get a nice screenshot from here. Look at that. My garage, what a mess. So there we go. We're going to close up for the day. Hopefully everything saves and everything is all well and good. There we go. So we've done one job, we changed an alternator, and then we've got on with our own car. We still have 5,500 to play with. Once I start buying the new body panels, that's going to drop. But yeah, I'm quite happy to come back to this. It's been a long time, a lot of changes, a lot of bug fixes. And I can't wait to get this car on the road so we can explore the rest of the map. If you are enjoying this content, please do subscribe down below to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. I upload every single day. Come join us on Discord. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.